All right, my daughters, let's talk about your secret arsenal. Sacred Sister Circle, a women's group that provides a space for connection, support, and personal growth. These circles often use rituals, guided meditations, and sharing to explore themes like spirituality, self-love, and personal challenges in a supportive and non-judgmental environment. The name Scared could be a misspelling of sacred, or it may refer to a specific group that focuses on processing fears. The circles aim to create a safe haven where participants can be vulnerable and share their fears, dreams, and experiences without judgment. Your first and most powerful weapon is your connection to other women. When women support each other, incredible things happen. Find your tribe, your sister circle. Celebrate their wins and let them hold you up. Your next secret weapon is your self-worth. When you know you are valuable, the whole world changes. You stop accepting crumbs when you deserve the whole bakery. Your self-worth is your price tag. You are a daughter of the king. Another superpower is your emotional intelligence. A woman's ability to understand emotion is formidable. You can calm a storm with a gentle word. Your emotions are a guidance system. When you master them, you can move mountains. Don't forget your influence. You have influence right where you are. Your courage gives another woman courage. Start using that influence for good. I want you to picture a five-pointed star shining bright in the evening sky. At the center of this star is the light of the East, a beacon of knowledge, spiritual growth, and everlasting truth. For generations, women have gathered beneath this symbol, seeking wisdom, sisterhood, and a deeper understanding of what it means to live a virtuous life. Let's step into the stories of 5 remarkable biblical heroines, each representing a virtue that has shaped womanhood forever. First, there's Ada. Imagine a young woman who stood true to her word, even when it cost her dearly. Ada's story is one of obedience, not blind submission, but a loyalty to her values and promises. She reminds me that doing what's right isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. Next, Ruth, a widow, far from home, who chose love and devotion over comfort. Ruth's loyalty to her family and her faith echoes across the centuries. She teaches me that real devotion means showing up for those you love, again and again, even when the road is rough. Then, there's Esther. Oh, Esther, a queen with the weight of her people on her shoulders. Her fidelity and courage saved a nation. Esther proves that standing firm, being true to your calling and your community, can change the course of history. Martha comes next. She's a sister who never gave up hope, even in the darkest hour. Her faith in the Redeemer, her willingness to serve, and her steadfast heart inspire me to keep believing, even when answers don't come easy. Last, but never least, is Electa. Known as the Elect Lady, she's the embodiment of charity and hospitality. Electa gave everything for others. Her compassion broke barriers and welcomed strangers as friends. She shows me that charity isn't just giving, it's loving fiercely with open arms and an open heart. These 5 heroines, Ada, Ruth, Esther, Martha, and Electa, are more than just names in a book. They're living reminders that virtues like obedience, devotion, fidelity, faith, and charity can guide us, lift us, and bind us together in sisterhood. Their stories light my path, and they can light yours too. So, as you walk through your day, ask yourself, which star will you follow? What virtue will you shine into the world? Let's keep building a community where love, truth, and kindness are more than words. They're a way of life. You're part of a legacy, sister. Never forget the power of your own light. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, means that a person in a position of power and leadership carries a great burden of responsibility, stress, and worry. The saying highlights that leadership comes with immense duties for which the leader is accountable, such as the protection of a community or the success of an organization. It implies that the stress of decision-making and the constant awareness of problems can make it difficult to relax, even when there is a perceived benefit of power. You see the crown, the power, and forget the heart beneath it. But even the most powerful queen needs her king. Alone, the crown is heavy. Together, it's shared. Life, love, power. It's all a grand game of chess. Every piece has its purpose, every move its consequence. The world is a chessboard, every sunrise a turn, every choice a move. Each day we step forward, never quite sure what the next move will bring. As queen, I move any way I please, across deserts, into battle, or back to protect what's mine. My journey is never just a straight line, but a queen alone is just a piece. Power without purpose is empty. With her king, she has a kingdom. Together, they are more than the sum of their parts. The king is the heart of the game, the reason for the fight. He is the anchor, the center that holds everything together. If your king falls, you lose. That's the lesson. Protect what matters most, or risk losing it all. A woman can conquer, shine, and rule, but she needs a center, a reason, a truth to come home to. That's the king's role, the one who grounds her. When folks ask why I need a man, I point to the board. It's not about need, it's about strategy. It's about building something lasting, together. A queen can win a battle, but together, king and queen build a dynasty. Alone, you can win a fight. Together, you win the future. Power isn't just about how far you can move, but what you're moving toward. Every step is for something greater. For me, it's always been about a shared throne, a shared life, a shared victory. That's how you build a legacy that lasts beyond the game. All right, let's talk about these men and how we move. Honey, come on in here. Respect yourself first. You cannot expect a man to treat you like a queen if you're treating yourself like a peasant. When choosing a partner, be patient. You are a precious jewel. Watch his character. A good man will add to your life. Pray for wisdom. Once in a relationship, remember you are a partner, not a project manager. You can't fix a man. Communicate your needs clearly. A good relationship is a partnership of two whole people. Never lose yourself in a man. Keep your own friends, hobbies, dreams. A healthy man will want you to have your own life. You are the sun, baby. You shine all on your own. He can be a beautiful planet that revolves around you. In the game of life, just like on the chessboard, every move tells a story of power, patience, and partnership. I'm a whirlwind, blessing harvests, starting wars, teaching love and justice. My energy is fierce, unpredictable, and full of purpose, shaping destinies wherever I go. The queen's power is her reach, but her challenge is staying grounded. She can sweep across the board, but must remember her roots, her center. The king? He moves one square at a time, slow, deliberate, focused. Each step is measured, every decision made with care and intention. Some call it weakness, but it's his strength. His restraint is wisdom, not limitation. He holds the center, the anchor in the storm. When chaos swirls, he remains unshaken, a steady force. His steady presence lets me be gloriously chaotic. I can take risks, knowing he's there to catch me if I fall. A true queen needs a king who's a steady force, not another fast-moving piece. She needs someone who complements her, not competes with her. We need honesty, respect, humor, and a man with his own purpose. Someone who stands tall beside me, not in my shadow. He must be emotionally available, a safe square to land on, a place where I can rest, recharge, and feel truly seen. Communication is everything. That one-step move must be intentional. Every word, every gesture matters in this dance. He supports my wild moves, trusts my judgment, and never tries to control me. His faith in me gives me wings. A good king protects the space I need to be magnificent. He creates a sanctuary for my brilliance to shine. He's not my competitor. He's my supporter, my calm in the storm. Together, we amplify each other's strengths. Together, we're not just playing the game, we're rewriting the rules. We create our own strategy, our own destiny. That's the secret to a powerful partnership. It's about building something greater than ourselves. It's not about control, it's about trust and balance. A woman can take care of her man by providing emotional support, showing respect and appreciation, and communicating openly. This includes listening to him, offering encouragement for his goals, and being a source of comfort. Practical care, such as sharing household responsibilities or creating quality time together, is also a way to show love and support. That's how we win, together, side by side. A king and queen don't play alone. The board is filled with other pieces, each with a role. Rooks are my warriors, charging straight ahead, protecting the kingdom's edges. Bishops are the priests and wise ones, moving in subtle, diagonal ways, keepers of secrets and intuition. Knights are the tricksters and heroes, leaping over obstacles, breaking the rules to save the day. Each piece brings something vital: direct strength, hidden wisdom, creative courage. A wise queen uses them all, orchestrating their strengths. The game isn't just about the queen's power, but her ability to lead a diverse court. Every piece matters. Without them, the king and queen are vulnerable. It's a dance, a symphony of movement. That's how a kingdom thrives. Let's talk about the pawns, honey. They may seem small, but their story is anything but insignificant. They're the heart and soul of the kingdom, the people who fill the streets, work the fields, and keep the city alive. Moving forward, one step at a time, they build the future with their hands, their dreams, and their determination. Their power is in their numbers and their will, united by a common purpose that can move mountains. A wise queen never forgets her strength is built on their backs, and her legacy depends on their loyalty and hope. But nobody wants to be just a pawn, lost in the crowd or forgotten in the shadows. Every soul wants to matter, to become more, to rise above their station and be seen for who they truly are. In chess, a pawn that reaches the end can become a queen, a symbol of transformation and possibility. That's the hope that fuels the world, the promise of transformation, the belief that anyone can achieve greatness. My sacred duty is to help people on their journey, to see the queen inside every pawn, and to nurture their potential. A ruler who honors her people builds an army of queens. Every piece matters. Every life is a story worth telling. Every life has the potential for glory, and every pawn can shine if given the chance. There's an old saying, a wise woman builds her house. This saying isn't just about putting up walls or laying down a roof. It's about the foundation you create with your heart, your actions, and your words. A wise woman knows that every gentle touch, every thoughtful gesture, and every moment of patience is like laying another strong brick in the home she's building. But a foolish one tears it down with her own hands. Sometimes it's not the storms outside that threaten a home, but the words spoken in anger, the neglect, or the bitterness that creeps in. When we let frustration or resentment take over, we risk undoing all the good we've built. It's not just about bricks and wood, it's about the love, care, and kindness you put into your home. The laughter shared over a simple meal, the hugs after a long day, and the warmth that fills the rooms. These are the true building blocks of a lasting home. Every kind word, every act of grace is another strong board in a house that stands through any storm. When you comfort a child, mend what's broken, or offer forgiveness, you're making your home a shelter that can weather any trouble life brings. A wise woman builds a place where people feel safe and loved. Not a perfect palace, but a real, forgiving home. It's a space where mistakes are met with understanding, and where everyone knows they belong, no matter what. We all have the power to build or tear down. Wisdom is knowing the difference and choosing to add love, day by day. It's in the small, everyday choices, listening instead of judging, encouraging instead of criticizing, and showing up for each other, even when it's hard. That's how you build a legacy that lasts. When you choose wisdom and love, you're not just building a house, you're creating a home that will stand strong for generations to come. One of the greatest lessons in life is knowing your worth. It's about understanding that you are valuable, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. Don't let anyone make you feel small. Stand tall and proud, knowing that your presence makes a difference in the world. Your value comes from within, a gift you're born with, worthy of respect and love. Embrace it fully and let it guide you in every step you take. Wisdom is a treasure, but it's meant to be shared. Let your light shine for others. When you share your wisdom, you empower others to find their own light. A wise woman acts with grace, speaks with kindness, and treats everyone with dignity. Her actions inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positivity. Seek wisdom in stories, in nature, in prayer, and pass it on. Every experience is a lesson, and every lesson is a chance to grow and teach. Your voice and experience matter. Never think what you offer is too small. Every word you speak, every story you share, has the power to inspire and uplift. Even a single candle can light up a whole room. Your light, no matter how small it may seem, can illuminate the path for others, bringing warmth and hope. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's doing the right thing even when you're scared. Sometimes wisdom means standing up for yourself. Other times it means walking away to protect your peace. Mistakes don't define you. They teach you. Get up, learn, and use every stumble as a step forward. Know your limits, set boundaries, and honor your own needs. Real change comes from paying attention to what brings you peace and having the courage to choose it. Trust yourself and keep moving toward a life that feels good inside. Every woman's presence is unique and needed. Your gifts matter. Wisdom builds strength and community. When women support each other, they move mountains. Share your story, lift others up, and find beauty in your daily life. Accept life's ups and downs, respond with grace, learn from hardship, and bend with the seasons. Let's be wise women who build our homes, our families, our communities. Use your words for kindness, your hands for good, and your heart for love. The world is better because you're in it. Keep building, one day at a time. My great-grandmother Anunnaki was more than just a family member. She was a living legend in our eyes. She was a force of nature, a woman whose presence was felt in every room she entered. Her wisdom wasn't from books. It was carved by life in rural Mississippi, where every experience was a lesson. She had a way with words that could make you laugh, cry, and learn all at once, a true gift of storytelling. Her sayings were legendary, short, sharp, and always on point, leaving a lasting impression on everyone. When great-grandma spoke, you listened, because you knew wisdom was about to be shared. "Chile, you better get your mind right," she'd say with a twinkle in her eye. Or, "Don't let your mouth write a check you're behind can't cash," a reminder to think before speaking. These weren't just funny phrases, they were our family's North Star, guiding us through life's challenges. Her words guided, corrected, and comforted us, a language of love and survival that we cherished deeply. Looking back, I realized she was my first and greatest teacher, imparting lessons that shaped my life. She taught resilience, faith, and self-worth, all through those unforgettable sayings that still resonate. Her legacy is a collection of verbal treasures, painting the story of our culture and strength, a testament to her impact. The timing of her wisdom? Always perfect, as if she knew exactly when we needed it most. And her words? They still echo in my mind today, a constant reminder of her enduring presence in our lives. One of Great-Grandma Anutu's most powerful sayings were, "The universe don't like ugly, and he ain't too fond of pretty." She'd say it with a gentle firmness that made everyone in the room pause and listen, no matter how old you were. It wasn't about looks, it was about character, about the way you treated people when no one was watching. Great-Grandma's words reminded us that true beauty comes from the heart, not from appearances. Ugly meant a mean spirit. Pretty warned against arrogance. She wanted us to know that being cruel or boastful would never lead to real respect or happiness. She taught us, be kind, be humble, and focus on what's inside. Those lessons shaped how we saw ourselves and others, reminding us to value honesty and compassion above all else. I remember once, feeling myself in a new dress, I made a slick comment, thinking I was the center of attention. I thought I was just being funny, but Grandma caught it right away. Grandma just looked at me and said, "The universe don't like ugly." Her eyes were kind, but her message was clear. Watch your words, and don't let pride get the best of you. That was all it took. I was instantly checked. I realized then that her wisdom was a gentle guide, steering me back to what mattered most. That saying is a cornerstone of Black wisdom, integrity and kindness above all. It's a lesson passed down through generations, shaping families and communities. It's a moral compass in a single sentence, a reminder to check yourself and lead with love, no matter what life brings. Your actions have consequences, and the energy you put out comes back. Every choice you make, big or small, shapes the world around you. "All that glitters is not gold" is a proverb meaning that things that appear attractive or valuable on the outside may not be genuinely so, and that appearances can be deceptive. It's a simple truth that's guided me, and so many others, ever since. Always choose kindness, because that's what truly lasts and lifts us all. Every goodbye ain't gone, every shut eye ain't sleep. Woman's intuition refers to the women possess a superior ability to sense or understand things nonverbally, a phenomenon potentially linked to social conditioning, a greater capacity for emotional integration due to a thicker corpus callosum, and a heightened awareness of nonverbal cues for social navigation and survival. While intuition itself is a universal cognitive process of rapid, unconscious information processing based on past experiences and cues, women's intuition highlights a social perception and potentially a physiological basis for women to be more attuned to and vocal about these feelings. Some theories suggest that women, due to historical social dynamics, developed stronger skills in interpreting nonverbal cues and emotions to navigate relationships and maintain safety, especially in subordinate positions. The female brain has a thicker corpus callosum, the nerve fiber bundle connecting the left and right hemispheres. This may allow for greater integration of emotions and gut feelings with logic, potentially enhancing intuitive insights. Women may be more attuned to observing and interpreting facial expressions, body language, and other nonverbal communication, providing them with insights that others might miss. Intuition is an innate, inner wisdom, or truth teller that helps guide well-being and informs decision-making. It involves the brain quickly processing past experiences and current information at an unconscious level, resulting in gut feelings, physical sensations, or sudden insights. The enteric nervous system in the gut is thought to play a significant role in intuition, as neurotransmitters in the gut can respond to emotional and environmental stimuli. Let's talk about your dreams, honey girl. Dreams so big it scares you a little. God didn't put you here to play small. Have goals for every area of your life. What kind of woman do you want to be? Make a plan. Be intentional about your own becoming. A man is not a financial plan. Work for your career and money goals. Financial independence gives you choices. Don't forget about your health. Your body is the temple of God. You have to make time to rest. Your health is your wealth. Put your own oxygen mask on first. What about your joy? Your creativity? Schedule joy into your calendar. Think about the legacy you want to leave. Dream about all of it, honey girl. To live your dream means to actively pursue and fulfill your deepest passions and goals, creating a life that aligns with your personal values and desires, rather than simply waiting for a future point of happiness. It involves making consistent, purposeful decisions to create an ideal life, which is a deeply personal and often evolving vision. Living the dream isn't just about reaching a final destination. It's about integrating your desires into your daily life to find joy and fulfillment along the way. This can involve a wide range of activities, such as a specific career, traveling, starting a family, or engaging in creative activities. A dream life is often about making conscious choices to live a life you feel proud of and one that is free from regrets. It requires understanding your own needs and values, and then making changes to your life and lifestyle to honor them. This involves actively working to achieve the goals you've set for yourself, whether they are career-related, personal, or creative. The path to your dreams won't always be straightforward. It may involve navigating challenges, taking risks, and trusting the journey, even when the route isn't clear. Ultimately, what it means to live your dream is unique to each individual and can change over time. Let's get real for a second. Using sex as a tool to control your partner? It's not sexy. In fact, it's one of the fastest ways to destroy trust, intimacy, and happiness in a relationship. If you've ever been tempted to play the hot and cold game or use your body as a bargaining chip, I want you to hear me out. You see, when sex becomes a weapon, it turns your partner into an object to be managed, not a person to be loved. Maybe you've felt yourself wanting to withhold intimacy to get your way, or maybe you've seen others do it. And sure, it might get you what you want in the short term, but long term, it leads to confusion, resentment, and a constant fight for approval. That's not love, that's manipulation. Let's talk about what really happens. When you have sex a reward or punishment, it stops being about closeness and starts being a transaction. Trust erodes. Your partner might feel anxious or dependent, like their worth is only tied to your desire for them. You might even play the jealousy card, dropping hints about other people just to keep them on their toes. But all this does is create insecurity and, honestly, sets the stage for even more toxic patterns. Here's the hard truth. Manipulating someone with sex isn't just unfair, it's a form of emotional abuse. Over time, it can leave scars that don't heal easily. So, what do you do instead? You flip the script. You build a relationship where both of you feel seen, safe, and celebrated. Start with open, honest communication. Talk about your desires, your needs, and your fantasies. Use I statements, like, I feel more connected when we try new things together. Listen to what your partner wants too. Make feedback a two-way street, inside and outside the bedroom. Respect each other's boundaries. Intimacy should be about mutual trust, not pressure or guilt. Show appreciation for your partner, not just for what happens in bed, but for who they are as a whole person. Support each other's goals and dreams outside the relationship. And hey, if you're curious about exploring power dynamics, like dominance and submission, that's okay. Just make sure it's always consensual, with clear, enthusiastic agreement and safe words in place. The key difference? You're doing it together, as equals, not as a way to control or diminish one another. At the end of the day, real intimacy isn't about having power over someone. It's about lifting each other up through trust, respect, and genuine connection. So, let's ditch the games and build something real, because you and your partner deserve nothing less. Y'all ever hear that old saying, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach? Well, let me tell you, There's a whole lot of truth in that. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be a 5-star chef, but honey, if you can whip up a good meal, you're already halfway to stealing his heart. See, men love good cooking. It's not just about the food itself, but the thought and care that goes into making it. When you put on an apron and get in that kitchen, you're showing him you care. And trust me, once he tastes something you made with your own 2 hands, he'll remember it. Let's be real, y'all. There's always that one girl who knows how to bake the perfect biscuits or fry up the crispiest chicken, and suddenly, all eyes are on her at the potluck. If you want to keep your man's attention, or maybe just catch the eye of someone new, learning a few signature dishes never hurts. Start simple. Maybe a hearty chili, some homemade cornbread, or a rich chocolate pie. You don't need a fancy kitchen or expensive gadgets. Just a little love, a pinch of patience, and the willingness to try. I've seen it myself. Once a man tastes your cooking, he'll be looking at you a whole different way. Food brings folks together, and it's a language everyone understands, especially when it's made with a little Southern charm. So, ladies, grab your favorite recipe and get to cooking. Who knows? The next heart you steal might just be sitting at your dinner table. Thanks for listening, y'all. Now go turn up the heat. It's the little things, like listening when he talks about his day or being fully there in the moment, phone down, attention on him. That kind of presence? Super rare, super attractive. And here's the secret sauce: being yourself. Authenticity is magnetic. When you're not pretending to be someone else, he feels safe to be himself too. That's how trust gets built. And trust me, trust it go way better with a fancy dinner. Emotional support is huge. Listen without judging, make space for his feelings, and don't be afraid to share your own heart glimpses. Vulnerability isn't weakness. It's actually what brings people closer. Confidence, that's the cherry on top. Don't look for someone else to make you feel whole. You're already awesome. Just relax and own it. Of course, classic actions still matter. Show respect, join him in his favorite hobby, or try something new together. And don't forget to say thank you. Gratitude, even for little things, means a lot. Look, cooking is one of the most powerful gestures. If you want to give it a shot, start simple scrambled eggs, grilled cheese, pasta. Find what excites you and build your confidence step by step. In the end, the real way to anyone's heart, it's effort, kindness, good food, good stuff, you know what I mean? And being unapologetically yourself. That's what really sticks. Now, baby, let's be real. There are going to be days when you don't feel like a queen. Low self-esteem is a thief. Low self-esteem refers to a negative perception of one's own worth, value, and abilities. It is characterized by a lack of confidence, feelings of inadequacy, and a critical inner voice. Negative self-talk and inner criticism, difficulty accepting compliments, fear of failure and taking risks, feeling unlovable or unworthy, hypersensitivity to criticism, difficulty expressing needs and setting boundaries, comparing oneself unfavorably to others, avoiding challenges and opportunities, feeling like a fraud or imposter. Low self-esteem can have a significant impact on a person's life, affecting their relationships, career, and overall well-being. It is important to seek professional help if you or someone you know is struggling with low self-esteem. None of these things are you. On those days, be extra gentle with yourself. Remember what Big Mama told you. Practice radical self-love. Talk to yourself like you would talk to your best friend. Do something that nourishes your soul. You are worthy of your own kindness. Surround yourself with a supportive community. You can't do this life alone. Isolation is the playground of depression. Reach out. A burden shared is a burden halved. Write down every single thing you've ever accomplished. Keep that list somewhere you can see it. It's your personal file of evidence. You've been through the fire before. Lift your chin up, daughter. Look, listen, and learn means to actively use your senses of sight and hearing to observe your surroundings and listen to others to gain knowledge and understanding. It's an encouragement to pay close attention and be curious, as well as a method for improving skills like leadership, safety, and self-awareness through mindful observation and active listening. Use your eyes to take in your environment and your ears to hear what is being said and what is not being said. Be open to learning from every situation, a process that can be initiated by observing the world with curious eyes. It's an approach to learning that requires paying attention and engaging with information without being distracted by your own opinions or judgments. The saying, 2 ears, 1 mouth, means that people should listen twice as much as they speak. This emphasizes the importance of listening more than talking to learn, understand others, build better relationships, and show humility. The idea is often attributed to ancient philosophers like Epictetus and is applied in various contexts, from personal interactions to professional settings like sales and leadership. 'Cause let me tell you, a hard head makes a soft behind. The ultimate warning. Stubbornness had consequences, sometimes a spanking, sometimes life itself. Ignore advice and you'll learn the hard way. The soft behind could be any painful outcome from not listening. I was a hard-headed child, always testing boundaries. Grandma would just shake her head. All right now, a hard head makes a soft behind. She meant, I've warned you, the rest is on you. Every time I ignored her, I paid the price. This saying is about respecting the wisdom of elders. They've made mistakes so we don't have to. Some lessons are best learned from words, not experience. Listen the first time. Save yourself the pain. Know your worth means understanding and believing in your own intrinsic value as a person, independent of external factors or the opinions of others. It involves recognizing your strengths and accomplishments, setting healthy boundaries, and knowing you are deserving of respect, love, and fair treatment. Ultimately, it's an internal sense of self-respect that prevents you from settling for less than you deserve in life and relationships. Trusting in your own value, qualities, and accomplishments, and maintaining a sense of being good enough, even when facing mistakes or hardships. Having the courage to say no to things that don't align with your values, and refusing to let others treat you disrespectfully. One of the greatest lessons in life is knowing your worth. It's about understanding that you are valuable, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. Don't let anyone make you feel small. Stand tall and proud, knowing that your presence makes a difference in the world. Your value comes from within, a gift you're born with, worthy of respect and love. Embrace it fully and let it guide you in every step you take. Wisdom is a treasure, but it's meant to be shared. Let your light shine for others. When you share your wisdom, you empower others to find their own light. A wise woman acts with grace, speaks with kindness, and treats everyone with dignity. Her actions inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of positivity. Seek wisdom in stories, in nature, in prayer, and pass it on. Every experience is a lesson, and every lesson is a chance to grow and teach. Your voice and experience matter. Never think what you offer is too small. Every word you speak, every story you share, has the power to inspire and uplift. Even a single candle can light up a whole room. Your light, no matter how small it may seem, can illuminate the path for others, bringing warmth and hope. Stand for something or fall for anything means that without a set of core principles, values, or beliefs, a person is susceptible to being easily misled or swayed by others. It suggests that having a personal conviction provides a stable foundation, while a lack of one makes someone vulnerable to deception or manipulation. A strong woman possesses inner qualities like resilience, confidence, and self-reliance, combined with qualities such as courage, authenticity, and an optimistic mindset. She stands up for her beliefs, sets boundaries, builds others up, and doesn't let others' opinions dictate her path, ultimately striving to live a life of purpose and grit. She is able to bear setbacks and stress without breaking, and continues to move forward despite challenges. A strong woman knows her worth, feels proud of who she is, and believes in herself and her abilities. Don't letting your sense of value be determined by things like wealth, status, or what others think of you. Treating yourself with kindness and respect, which includes taking care of your physical and mental well-being. Make sure you're attracting healthy relationships. When you know your worth, you are more likely to attract partners who treat you with the respect and love you deserve. Always remember the phrase, "An empty purse and a wet phallus caudus don't match," is a crude expression, meaning that one should not engage in a sexual relationship with a partner who cannot or will not spend money on them. A person should get something in return for their intimacy. The wet phallus caudus refers to sexual arousal and availability. The dry purse, or empty purse, signifies a lack of money or financial support. Sexual intimacy without financial gain is a mismatch. The phrase implies that it is foolish to give one's sexual attention to someone who is not providing material benefits in return. This is framed as a matter of self-respect or getting one's coins. The phrase can be used humorously or as a form of social commentary. The quote is sometimes attributed to comedian Paul Mooney, and it is also shared widely on social media platforms like X and Instagram. Its usage can be satirical or can express a cynical view of transactional relationships. These sayings are more than just funny phrases. They're the threads that make up our heritage, woven into the fabric of our daily lives. They connect us to our ancestors, weaving together history, resilience, and love that has been passed down through generations. When we repeat Great-Grandma Anutu's words, we're not just echoing her voice, we're carrying forward a powerful legacy that shaped who we are. These words are our cultural DNA, passed down through stories, laughter, and the warmth of family gatherings. In a world that's always changing and moving fast, it's more important than ever to keep these traditions alive and vibrant. Share these sayings with your children, explain their meaning, and cherish the lessons they hold. Each one is a gift. Each saying unlocks a deeper understanding of who we are, where we come from, and the values we hold dear. They teach us about faith, family, integrity, and self-respect, guiding us through life's challenges and joys. Preserving this language honors our ancestors, celebrates their wisdom, and gifts the future with a sense of belonging. Listen closely to your elders, write down their stories, and share them with others so their voices are never lost. Let these words bridge the gap between past and future, connecting us all in a shared journey. In every universe don't like ugly, and hard head makes a soft behind. There's a piece of our soul, a lesson, and a memory. It's our privilege and responsibility to keep that voice alive, ensuring our heritage endures for generations to come. All right, my beautiful daughters, my honey girls. The era of the divine feminine is a spiritual concept, often linked to the New Age movement, that refers to a modern-day paradigm shift away from patriarchal structures toward qualities associated with the divine feminine, such as intuition, nurturing, and healing. This era is thought to be a global movement aimed at rebalancing societal energies and reconnecting with the sacred in nature and in ourselves. It is associated with a return to ancient veneration of female deities and a focus on collaborative, empathetic, and life-affirming approaches to issues like climate change and social justice. You've listened to your big mama. Now, what are you going to do with it? The world is waiting for you. It's time for you to rise up. No more hiding. Your time is now. This is the era of the divine feminine. Live boldly. Speak your truth. Chase those big, scary dreams. Set those boundaries. When you fall, get up with more grace. You were born in this generation for a reason. Don't leave this earth with your music still inside you. As you rise, lift your sisters up with you. We are stronger together. Go out there and build your empire. Your big mama is so proud of you.